Hey there! Welcome to unit number 2 of Lynn Benton Community College's iLearn Campuses Writing 121 class, English Composition. Hopefully you had a great time in unit number 1. You learned how to write reviews. I hope you enjoyed that process. That's certainly something that was going to come in handy for you later. You know, we review almost everything that we consume, so getting those kind of skills down is likely going to help you. And regardless of career, being able to set your criteria and to state your opinion clearly is absolutely going to help. And I wanted to talk a little bit more in this introductory video for Unit 2. I want to talk more specifically about what we're doing in this class. And in that sense, I want to share with you our outcomes. I know that they are printed right here in the class, but I want to bring them up, speak them to you, because I want us to keep our eye on exactly why we're doing, because this unit, I think it's going to be a little bit more challenging than the last unit. The last unit's large project paper focused on your own career, and yes, you had to look up a couple things, but this paper that we're going to be working on in unit 2, it asks you to dive way more specifically into an outside conversation that the class may not even mention. You're going to have the opportunity to bring your own interests into the paper that you'll be working on. So without any more waiting, I want to just share with you our outcomes for this class. Number 1, write expository essays using such strategies as narration, definition, comparison, contrast, classification, description, example, process, analysis, cause and effects, and persuasion. And you've already done a number of those different modes of development in the first essay. And you've already done analysis as you looked forward to figure out how you're going to accomplish your 10-year plan. You've already done narration. You likely had to define something for us. So you're well on target here. We're meeting all of these different outcomes. And hopefully we're doing it in a way that's fun and interesting for you. Number 2, identify and target an audience purpose in a situation. Of course, we've been talking about that from the very beginning. And if you're paying attention to your comments and the feedback you're getting at the ePinions.com website, you are well aware that the audience reading your review of, say, a rap CD are expecting different kind of approach, different kind of language than if you are reviewing, say, a complicated technical manual or piece of technology. Those are two entirely different audiences, and you're already beginning to navigate between different audiences. So good. Of course, you've already focused and developed a thesis. We get to do that again. That's number 3. Number 4, structure ideas clearly and logically. And yes, if you wrote your 10-year plan essay, that career reflection that we talked about at the end of Unit 1, you would have had to do that already. But this unit, we're doing that again, but at a slightly more complicated, higher level. Number 5, present material with an introduction which defines the subject and previews the content of the essay, a well-developed discussion section, and a conclusion derived from the thesis and presented materials. All that sounds very complicated. I'm going to break it all down for you. Not to worry, but that's pretty much the heart of unit number 2. So hang on to your seats. It's going to be fun, and we'll be taking it step by step. I'm going to give you another example essay that's very well annotated. I hope you enjoyed the annotations from the last set of essays that I gave you. Number 6, write in a variety of expository formats, including journals, reviews, and arguments. And of course, we're taking care of that throughout the course. 7, revise and edit material to reflect college level grammar, syntax, spelling, and punctuation. 8, read and analyze textbook and outside readings. 9, locate, interpret, paraphrase, and or summarize outside sources. Again, that's where unit number 2, that's the kind of the heart of this one. That's another one. We're doing them all here in unit number 2, but there are certain of these outcomes that we're really focusing on. And locating, interpreting, and paraphrasing and summarizing outside sources, that's a big part of what we're doing here. So we're going to be diving into the Lynn Benton Community College library databases a lot. 10, use outside sources with appropriate documentation, in-text citation, and works cited sections. Woo! Sounds complicated. It's not that bad. You're going to do great. What's the next one? 11, understand the concept of plagiarism and how to avoid it. And of course, we're going to do that. We're all committed to doing our own work, I hope. And that's essentially at the heart of all of the rules against plagiarism that there are, is that we are committed to using assignments as an opportunity to showcase our talents. And so in the spirit of all of that, those warnings about plagiarism, they defy the notion of what we're doing, which is we're developing our talents. And hopefully you're looking at your assignments as a way to showcase your talents and to build your own talents. And of course, there are tools that we'll be using in this class, especially signal phrases, where you will learn how to create phrases that let readers know when you are paraphrasing or summarizing or quoting the ideas of another writer. And that is what we're doing in this unit the most. So this is the unit you've probably been expecting, where we really are going to be reading more. There's a lot more reading in this unit, so prepare yourself for that. Of course, there are going to be more self-checks on those readings, and you are going to be invited to find articles out there on a certain topic of your choice where you look at what experts are saying. And your purpose there is going to be to inform an audience maybe not as familiar with that topic as you are, about what that conversation experts are having are. So I hope that this is going to be a very fun section for everybody, a very informative section, that you'll learn a lot and that you'll have an enjoyable time as you do the assignments that are following. And again, welcome to unit number 2 of our iLearn Campuses Writing 121 class. And we will carry on by clicking the next button.